Everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look, and this is really more of a just comparison than a full-on review, but a lot of you have asked me since I did the review of the DC Comics Multiverse, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, Aquaman figure, why you're seeing it. The one I reviewed had a gray trident, and you're seeing ones with gold tridents out on shelves now. And so basically there was a running change, and so I'm just going to give you a quick look at that figure and show you the difference between the one I originally reviewed for you and this one with the gold trident. So same packaging as before. You've got the red box, black highlights, DC Comic Multiverse logo, figure clearly displayed, and an image of the character down below along with the name. Same on the side, you got an image of the character, and he is holding the gold trident in the pictures. He doesn't actually have a trident in the movie though, so it's kind of immaterial either way. And then you got the grapple gun and all the figures in the wave. Now I noticed that on this one that shows the Lex Luthor figure, but still doesn't show the Bat Creature figure that are both out now. Okay, so let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging. So the figure comes with the two grapple pieces for the Collect and Connect grapple gun, exactly the same as the other Aquaman figure. So again, this isn't going to be a full-on review. I've already reviewed this figure once. If you haven't already checked that out, I'll put a link in the description below. But again, many of you have been asking me why there's this one with the gold trident when the one I reviewed had a gray trident. And it's basically a running change that Mattel did. I don't really know why. As I said, in the movie, he doesn't even have the trident, so it's not like one is more movie accurate than the other. But generally, Aquaman is known for having gold tridents with the figure, so I guess that's why they decided to go on and make the change. Now, beyond that, as far as the way the figure looks, there's no differences between the two. They look exactly the same. Paint applications are the same. Sculpting is the same. So no differences there. Just again, this running change has a gold trident over this one that came with the silverish gray trident. Now, however, there is one other difference, and it is a pretty big difference between these two figures, and that comes with the articulation. So if you saw my review of this original figure, you'll know that one of the things I complained about was that it didn't have waist articulation, and some of you were even like, well, yeah, it does have waist articulation. And I was like, no, it doesn't. And I took a hairdryer to it and everything to, and it just, there's no movement there. So it turns out that with this running change figure, it looks like they have added waist articulation. So you can see it's under the belt, so the belt actually moves, even though this harness piece over his chest comes down to his waist and attached to his waist, it's not limited because the articulation's under that. So that is definitely a nice addition to this figure. So really kind of the two main things I complained about with this figure was the lack of waist articulation, and I thought it was odd that they gave him a gray trident as opposed to gold, since we generally see gold with Aquaman. So I don't know, maybe Mattel's listening to my reviews. Probably not. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out because I've been getting a lot of questions about that. Again, I'm not going to fully review this figure again. Be sure to check out my first review of the figure. I'll put a link in the description below. Also, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. I don't know which one is more rare. I'm going to say the one with the gold trident seems to be the most common one now. So, like, if you're going out to buy it on shelves now, this one's probably the one you're going to find. But I don't know if one is really more rare than the other one as far as, like, value or anything like that. I wouldn't pay any more for one or the other, to be honest. But one may end up going in price. But I guess, like I said, if you go out on shelves now, the one with the gold trident seems to be the most common. Okay, so I'll put a few images up on the website if you want to check those out. And like I said, as always, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Follow me on my Facebook and or Twitter pages. I'll have links to those in the video description as well. And also be sure to check out my Civil War non-spoiler review with contest details on how you can win a $100 store credit to Big Bad Toy Store. I'll have the link in the description below to that as well. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.